Good evening and welcome to KRCG's Football Friday Night, week number 3. What a beautiful night for football here in mid-Missouri and even south of the border in Arkansas. That's where we begin our high school coverage. The Jefferson City Jays marching down to Fayetteville, home of the Razorbacks and the Purple Dogs from Fayetteville High. Jays' first possession, short pass play, but there's the fumble, and the Dogs would recover. Fayetteville turns that into points. Mitch Marshall to Jordan Dennis, who does the rest. 20 yards and into the end zone for the touchdown. Jays down 7-0. Second possession, Jays running the ball. But this one is passed, and it's intercepted. Fayetteville's Dre Greenlaw takes it back 65 yards. That is a pick six. The Jays had been running the ball and running it well. But 14-0 Fayetteville. Jays finally got a turnover of their own in the second quarter. Rajay Scott recovers the fumble. That leads to this Gabe Marcantonio 12-yard touchdown. Jays down 14-7. Jays moving it again. JT Bolkin boots a 21-yard field goal. Jeff City, though, trailed 20-10 at the half. They scored a couple second-half touchdowns, but Fayetteville went on to win it 34-24. Jeff City drops to 2-1. The Helias Crusaders also stepping outside of Missouri to play Quincy, Notre Dame in Illinois. Helias in the white jerseys, everybody wearing gold helmets in this thing. Garrett Bush-Jost takes the pitch, carries in the early touchdown. What a huge night for the Helias offense. Michael Tannehill goes over 14-0 in the first quarter. Second quarter, Wyatt Porter to the air, finds Bush-Jost on the sideline. He goes in. It was a 21-0 Crusader advantage. Porter then throwing for more, a wide open Ryan Tannehill in the end zone, and he catches that one. Back to the ground game. Helias just absolutely dominating from start to finish. Senior back Bush-Jost in again. 42-0 at the half. How about some defense? Here's a pick six. John Ray all the way. Helias 51-12 winners over Quincy, Notre Dame. The Crusaders play Hickman next Friday night. And back to Arkansas. The Rockbridge Bruins ranked number 1 in our mid-Missouri KRCG Prep Power Poll, number 2 in the state Class 6 rankings. A.J. Ofadale's team facing Har-Ber, the team that ended the long Webb City 91-game regular season win streak last week. Logan Tweehouse to Alex Ofadale. What a nice pass play there. Bruins led it 35-14 at the half. Tweehouse calls his number in the second half in for the touchdown. This was a big win for the Bruins. They go on the road to Arkansas and beat Har-Ber 55-29. The Bruin Bears are 3-0 on the season. We've shown you 2 games from Arkansas, 1 from Illinois. Let's get back to the Show Me State. Tony Mullen made a trip to Mustang Memorial Park in Eldon. Tony?
That's right, Rod. There was football in this area tonight. Tri-County Conference play kicking off. Good matchup in Eldon between 2 teams that made deep playoff runs a year ago. The hometown Mustangs made it all the way to the Class 3 quarters a year ago. California coming off that state semifinal run, and the Pintos look poised to go deep again this year. First quarter, Walker Bogart takes the pitch. He'll go in from 18 yards out. 7-zip Pintos. It's nice when you have a whipping like this. Aaron Cuevas Leyva, 46-yard field goal. Plenty good. Could have made that from 50. 10-0 Pintos. Here's a Play of the Week nominee. Seth Fairchild takes the pitch to the near side, gets away from some tacklers, and he'll take it to the far sideline. They won't stop him. 46 yards to pay dirt. It was 17-0 California. That was the halftime score. Pintos pile it on in the second half. They shut out Eldon. 38-0 was the final. California now 3-0. All 3 of those on the road. They finally get to play at home next week. Rod?
Thanks, Tony. That was a long kick. The Hawthorne Bank game of the night, GFI Digital Special. The Blair Oaks Falcons playing in Hallsville. Blair Oaks scored 55 last week. Hallsville put up at least 40 in both of their first 2 games. Falcon defense, though, the story early, stopping the Indians twice in the red zone. First goal line stand, then this interception by Michael Draley. Very next play for Blair Oaks, Dominic Jamerson takes the handoff. Here's a Play of the Week nominee. 83 yards later, he's in for the touchdown. 6-0 Falcons. Next offensive series for Blair Oaks. It's Jamerson again, this time hauling in the deep pass from Jordan Hare. This one covers 60-plus yards. 13-0 after a quarter. Early in the second, more Jamerson. He carried for 234 yards on the night, 2 touchdowns. Falcons win it big, 38-8. Both teams now 2-8. 1. The 2-0 South Callaway Bulldogs are #1 team in the KRCG Small School Prep Power Poll. Tim Rulo's team on the home field against Scotland County. South Cal in blue on defense. And how about Luke Horseman? Sack in the end zone. That's a safety. 2-0 Bulldogs. Good for 1 cowbell. After the South Callaway touchdown pass, Bulldogs Smith Kemper takes the hand, starts one side, comes to the other, runs about 70 yards. They give him credit for a 42-yard touchdown, and 2 more cowbells on that. 15-0 South Cal. Bulldogs Troy Henches, the junior quarterback, goes to Corey Hanger, 21-yard touchdown. And look at the Football Friday Night t-shirts out tonight. Another big play for Smith Kemper, the interception. Gotta like his first name, it's my last name. 28-0 all in the first quarter. South Callaway rolls 55-0. The Dogs are a perfect 3-0 on the season. Hickman on the road in St. Louis losing. They fall to Fort Zumwalt East. Centralia wins big over Mark Twain. Battle, a big win over Butler tonight. Camdenton comes back again to defeat Lebanon. 2 good schools there. Booneville falls to Hannibal. Moberly losing to Kirksville. Actually, Moberly wins that game, I should say, 28-12. The Spartans are still unbeaten. More high school highlights coming up. We'll take you to Mexico, to Montgomery County, Hermann, and to Huntsville and Ashland and Fulton for a Callaway County showdown at the home of the Hornets. Stay with us on a Football Friday Night. Welcome back to Football Friday Night. We had a great time live at 5 and 6 in Fulton. Great band, cheerleaders, fans in Callaway County. The hometown Hornets off to a perfect 2-0 start, looking for win number 3 against the North Callaway Thunderbirds from a few miles up Highway 54. T-Birds in Whitewood scored first. Justin Menard goes in 7-0 North Cal. Look at this catch. Wow. Fingertip grab by Dalton Horsemeyer. Joe Schlemeyer on the throwing end of that. 80-yard connection. Schlemeyer, 2 TD tosses, 223 yards passing. And a good night for Travis Dean from Fulton. Carries this one in 31 yards. That breaks the tie. Look at the Football Friday Night shirts. Tom Leffler and Michelle Kruger. That's our receptionist here at KRCG. Out of the game. Well, Fulton wins this thing. Last time these two rivals will play for quite a while. 54-14 the final. The Fulton Hornets are a perfect 3-0 on the season. And our own KRCG sports writer Tom Leffler watched that game, as you saw on the highlights. He has the whole story at Leffler's link on our website in just a few minutes. Moving up Highway 54, the Mexico Bulldogs welcoming the Marshall Owls tonight. Marshall 4th and 8 on this play. Quarterback Spencer Thomas scrambling, trying to pick up the first down, but too many red shirts there. Mexico's Matt Percy makes the tackle. Later, second quarter, no score. Quarterback Tyler Brock from Mexico. Shovel pass to Jameel Taylor. 20-yard play there. Scoreless first half, though. Mexico gets a couple touchdowns in the second to win it 14-7. First victory of the year for the Bulldogs. The Southern Boone Eagles welcoming Ashland. In Ashland, they welcome the Osage Indians tonight. Osage passing game dominant in the first half. Austin Riley converts a 3rd down pass to a diving Colin Samuelson. Very next play, Riley finds Justin Heisner. Gets inside the pylon, touchdown, 12-yard catch. Osage defense, big plays. The interception, Samuelson goes up for the INT. Indians led this game, Osage 26-12 at the half. They had an 18-minute light delay in this game. They just finished up moments ago. Osage wins it 45-20 over Southern Boone. Versailles on the road at Warsaw, losing to the Wildcats 40-6. It was Tipton getting their first win, beating Windsor handily tonight 49-6. Rolla loses at Parkview. It was Owensville falling to Salem. Heading north to Westran High, the Hornets, ranked number 3 in Class 1. Westran welcoming the Tolton Catholic Trailblazers from Columbia. Westran already up 7-0 when junior Zane Jacoby makes a man miss and takes this punt 55 yards to the house for the Hornets. 13-0, Westran on top. Nice special teams play. She liked that. Tolton comes back. Junior quarterback Christian Elliott. Draw up the middle. He's inside the 5-yard line. He would score 3 plays later, making it 13-7. Westran's next drive, though, capped off by their own quarterback, Zane Jacoby, with the run and the touchdown. Westran wins it big tonight, 59-7. The Hornets are 3-0. High school football in Hermann tonight. The Bearcats in blue welcoming the Tigers from St. James. Hermann with the ball. Chris Hugg takes it in for the nice touchdown. Later on, more Bearcats. Sage Hale takes the ball. He gets it to the 5-yard line with this nice carry. Craig Winkleman, we honored him as a Student Athlete of the Week to start the season, and he takes this one in, the quarterback sneak. Hermann wins it big, 41-0 over St. James. In Montgomery County, the Wildcats welcoming Wright City tonight. Montgomery with a big first half. They led it 27-0 at the half. Dylan Skeens with a nice reverse carry down the sideline. Montgomery's Luke Longstreet brought his boot tonight. This one 45 yards. We had a couple long ones tonight. Montgomery County, too much for Wright City, 43-14. Salisbury, a big win over Schuyler County tonight. Smith Cotton victorious. Sedalia over Orchard Farm there. It was Knox County knocking off Fayette. And Paris, the Coyotes, galloped to victory over North Shelby 48-0. Back to high school football. We call it Steve's Pest Control Defensive Pest of the Week. Loving the defense. Back to California for the, back to Eldon. California's Cherry Lutz in on the sack, forcing the fumble. Our Steve's Pest Control Defensive Pest of the night. Jerry also with a couple touchdowns on offense. Our Pizza Hut Team of the Night honors go to the Fulton Hornets. Pat Kelly and the Hornets beat rival North Callaway 54-14. First 3-game winning streak in 5 years. Congratulations to the Hornets. For all your football Friday night scores and features, go to High School Football Central on our sports page. Don't forget to vote for the Play of the Week online. That voting begins on Sunday night. Thanks to our Football Friday Night crew led by Tony Mullen, TJ Fensky making a long road trip to Arkansas tonight. Also Seth Trotter, Brandon McElwain, Lucas Bond, Madison Walker, Con Costin, producer Jenny Weiser, and the man in the director's chair, Phil Capps. Thanks for watching. Have a great weekend.
KRCG's High School Football Friday Night has been brought to you by GFI Digital, Hawthorne Bank, Westminster College, Capital City Christian Church, St. Mary's Sports Medicine, Rourke Aluminum, Randy Kaiser, State Farm Insurance, Steve's Pest Control, and Custom Screen Printing and Embroidery.